Hello, everybody. Meteorologist Hutch Johnson joining you. Beautiful weather across the valley. It's beautiful because much needed rain falling. Now, not all of us are getting a ton of rain, but we'll take it. We're getting some spectacular rainfall across portions of the valley, and it's not over yet. I'll have hour by hour details on this and some really warm weather heading our way. It's all coming up next.
Now, a Hutch's weather update with Chief Meteorologist Hutch Johnson, brought to you by Robert Gibb and Sons.
All right, my friends at Robert Gibb & Sons want you to know about an up to $2,000 tax rebate you could receive if you consider or actually install, a ductless mini split system. These help moderate temperatures in hard to cool or reach areas from maybe your central air system, or if you don't have central air ducting, it's a great solution. Call Robert Gibb & Sons today. They'll help you out. Now let's take a look what we have going on the radar right now. This is what we're going to notice. The showers are heaviest down here, mainly from near Fargo and Sabin, as well as that area near Barnesville, straight up into Lakes country right now. We have a heavy band of showers here. Now, as we zoom in just a little closer, this is approaching White Earth, Waubun, Detroit Lakes, and out near Lake Park right now is where some of those showers are taking place. Callaway and Nadawash seeing some of the heavier showers. So beneficial moisture finally making its way into western parts of Becker County and not far from the Highway 108 corridor right there through northern parts of Ottertail County there near Pelican Rapids. So some beautiful showers heading in for you as well. Pretty dry still in Fergus Falls, Perham, as well as the area to the east into Wadena. Now, we do have some showers taking place in Jamestown. These are locally heavy right now. You see the reds. So the forecast is pretty good. Now, let's take a look at a couple of these rainfall reports from my friends at the North Dakota Agricultural Network. Now, not a lot of rain where you see the white colors here. That's near zero. But as we zoom in, you can see here in the valley, we had a healthy dose of showers make its way through from Bismarck straight up into the Grand Forks area and then near Fargo and points just to the south and to the east of us. Another healthy band working its way through, delivering some much needed, not nearly enough, but much needed soaking showers of rain. So in Fargo, the end-on site's reporting 9/100ths. What do you have? Drop in the comments and let me know how much rain you have in your rain gauge as this system continues to wind through. Look at Clay County here, Sabin area, 31/100ths, 34/100ths in the northwest quarter of Ottertail County. Becker County. From the latest measurements there at Endon. Now, as we zoom up just a little bit farther to the north, we could see western Marshall County in that Stephen, Argyle area, 46/100ths there. Just awesome moisture across portions of western Grand Forks County with 51/100ths dripping into the rain gauge there in western Grand Forks County. So beautiful amounts of rain as well from Maddock, where we got under a quarter of an inch, but we'll take it. And 41/100ths out there as we sneak up into Ramsey County. And then just bone dry. Look at Minot, just dry as we head into the evening hours. And the rain shower chances are exiting the west, so I think we're all but done there. The capital city picking up 13/100ths in and around that Mandan area. So that's a look at that. Now let's take another look at what's going on right now with regards to let's take a look at what's going on right now with regards to our temperatures across the area. Now, we have a cold front moving through, and that's what's causing this. And as a matter of fact, I jotted myself a note so I wouldn't forget to mention this, but your high temperature in Fargo today at midnight, 62 degrees as we crossed into the day. And after that, temperatures have fallen, and we simply have not recovered as the rain has continued to fall. It's 52 out at Hector now, 52 at Grand Forks Airport, 50 for Devil's Lake, and out to the west in McLean County. Looks like Garrison is sitting at 50, and look at the capital city, 48 degrees right now in Bismarck. Dickinson, 52. Glendive, Montana at 54 degrees. So the cool pool of air sneaking in from the north and west, but the coolest air right here behind the cool front as the sunshine helping and the lack of winds helping out in Glasgow, Montana at 57 degrees. Look at the heat. We showed you this. Huge range in temperatures across our western counties. Look at this, right across Ottertail County. We have some orange in there, meaning some 60s. So if you're out there near Alexandria, it's 66 degrees. And that falls like a 2-ton heavy thing as we head into the Fergus Falls area looking there. So that's a look at our temperature ranges right now. The wind hasn't been too terrible, but the rain has been welcome across much of the area. Now, Let me show you the regional radar because I'll show you why I'm saying it's not done. Looking at just our local radar, we couldn't see the breadth of this system. Look at this healthy band here. These are all drifting to the north and to the east. So as they continue to do so, we have more rain heading into the Devil's Lake Basin here from this band. And then this band that's now just on the bend of I-94, not far from Barnesville, that will be heading up towards you folks in Bemidji. And if you look at the width of this, that means the area in and around Bemidji could be susceptible to some rain potential for the next few hours as a result of this. Grand Forks, more could be on the way for you. And you were on the lower end there. It looks like somewhere around 1/3 of an inch out near Amaretto recorded today, with more on the way for Grand Forks County, for Stutzman County in the northern and eastern parts. So if you're in the Woodworth area, if you're in Kensal, you'll have a chance at seeing some showers, as well as Foster and Eddy County in the Devil's Lake Basin. So we're not done yet. There is a huge area of dry and nothingness going on down to the south. Satellite loop showing that we do have some cloud cover associated. See the drier area right here? That's definitely an area of concern. But we do see these thicker, puffier, ploofier clouds showing up in the eastern third of North Dakota into northwest Minnesota. Those are the rain producers. So out to the west, we're starting to see some clearing. That's why the temperatures were rebounding quite nicely out in Montana, and the coolest air right here over the central portion of North Dakota. Well, we have some 40s out there as things have really cooled off. Okay, I did mention that we have a chance of a little bit of everything, including flakes in the forecast. That's right, I said it. Flakes in the forecast. Drop me a note. Let me know where you're watching from. Nathan, good to have you on board. My eyes are wandering because I want to say hi to all of you and welcome you. Wayne, thanks for joining. Carlstead, 6/10. Thank you for your report. That is just awesome. 6/10 of an inch in Carlstead up in Minnesota. We have Grafton checking in, and they're finally seeing some rain. Kathy says, thank you. Cheryl Johnson watching as well. Appreciate it. It just came through there. All right, just came through there. And watching from Park Rapids, beautiful Park Rapids, Minnesota. All right, that's a look at some of the updates. And I do appreciate you posting your rainfall reports as you get them, or you can upload your photos of the rainfall on hutchesweather.com. Now, here's a look one more time at what's happening now on the radar. Then we're going to advance and check out the forecast details. So let me show you this. And I want to show you, kind of burn this into your retinas here. This is what it is now. Here's your forecast map as we go through. Shazam. Here's that band heading through Bismarck. Here's the band exiting the area where we have now heading up towards the Bemidji area. This model updates every hour. It's not handling this too badly from their run here. Now, as we set this into motion right now, what you're going to notice with regards to this is the movement to the north and to the east as we go through the evening hours. Notice that we have more persistent rain across northern Minnesota, but this batch in Bismarck will start heading out through Jamestown. So even western parts of Stutzman County in pretty good shape. About 2 a.m. things start cutting off in North Dakota, mainly a Minnesota event after that time frame. But that does mean we still have a chance at seeing a little bit more rainfall. And we'll talk about how much here in just a moment. It's all but gone as we head into the daybreak hours on Saturday. Maybe a few out in parts of central Minnesota, the way it looks. So here's what we got for, excuse me, not snow, rain. I did say snow. Oops. Hope that doesn't mean something. Back to it here. Now let's take a look. Rainfall, additional rainfall overnight. The batch that's making its way through the Bismarck area between a trace and 1/3 of an inch possible in these areas, anywhere in here where those batch of showers moves over 1/10 to 1/3 of an inch of rain. What's moving out of Fargo and heading up into places like Monoman, as well as Clearwater County and you folks in Bagley, Solway, and all the way up into northern parts of the Red Lakes area. We're expecting between 1/10 and 1/3 of an inch of rain, but a few lucky areas under the heavier batches of showers. Looks like near Walker, maybe near Bemidji. How about Park Rapids and that area? A good 1/2 of an inch of additional rainfall on top of what we had is still possible as we go between now and 2 in the morning. So that's the time window that we have to get some rain, and then it's going to be a little bit quieter. Now let's take a look at temperatures, shall we, as we go through the day tomorrow, because there is some cold air out there. You're going to start your day in the morning with a look like this, with those temperatures ranging generally from around that 40-degree mark in Fargo to Grand Forks at 34 degrees, 35 out there in the Devil's Lake Basin. North winds will keep things cool. And how about Bismarck with those clearing skies reaching? That area we could see temperatures near 30 to 35 degrees, and that includes the Bismarck-Mandan area. So keep that in mind. It looks like another chilly one out in those particular parts. All right, now let's see if I can find the forecast temperatures as we go through. And here we go. Okay, so now we're going to do is take you through modeled temperatures. You can actually see the pool cool tonight as we start the day with temperatures in the near 30 degree range out near Bismarck, closer to 45 to 35 degrees here in the valley as we go through, with most of the rain chances where the dark blue or warmer air will be in Bemidji. And in Wadena, you'll start out in the 40s. And as we go through, check out the heat. It returns to the Dakotas, particularly out west where you see the orange colors. Fargo has a good shot at hitting those low 60s tomorrow, as well as the Southern Valley in the afternoon hours. Temperatures hovering closer to 50 degrees across Minnesota with increasing sunshine. But that north wind will be more pesky there. We have a shot at near 70 degree readings out to the west in Dickinson, Glen Olin, and Montana. Now, as we go through the overnight hours, the coolest pool does remain here. We'll still see some 30s out there. But look at this, even warmer on Sunday, with many of us picking up temperatures near 70 degrees in the Southern Valley, into Minneapolis, and the southern part of Minnesota. Still a little cooler in greater Minnesota, but great leaf viewing weather for you and your family as we head through. So that is a look at that. Now let's take a look at your planning forecast here. Ooh-wee. All right, let's look at it. We do have a wind that will go through on Saturday that will be southwesterly. That's going to allow the temperatures to bolster most in our southern counties near 60. How about 57 in Grand Forks for your 5 o'clock snapshot? A lot of 50s in parts of greater Minnesota, including War Road, Badette, Thief River Falls, all the way down into the Brainerd Lakes area as well. And the heat is on in central parts of Minnesota as we go through Saturday. So that's a look at your planning forecast. We rise it all the way up to 71 on a sunny Sunday. Beautiful weather out there. Fargo, 71 degrees, a little cooler up north in Grand Forks, but warmer to the west and warmer to the south. Now, as we go into Monday, that'll be the hottest day. By the way, your record temperatures, I jotted this down as we go through because yesterday we had record highs in the 70s. But by the time we get to your Monday's record is 87 degrees. So we're not even going to get close to that record on Monday. It's going to be very achievable temperatures in those mid 70s, and it'll be a little breezy. Then the next hiccup moves through on Tuesday. This is where we got to watch out. You see that where it says a night mix? A few flakes look to be possible as we head into northern Minnesota. I'll have an update on that on your late version tonight here as we look ahead. But again, a spotty flake here. They're mainly in northern Minnesota as we go through the nighttime hours, Tuesday night into Wednesday morning. On hot weather, temperatures in the 30s to mid 40s up north, and how about near 50 here in Fargo. We'll cool off a little bit as we start our day on Thursday morning with high pressure keeping us cool, but we start a little bit of a warming trend taking us back to above average temperatures, which is something we've had a lot of. So that is a look at your weather. If you do happen to get out and have a little fun this weekend, remember you can always upload photos to hutchesweather.com. This helps everybody out if you post pictures of, well, let's say your rain gauge that you have going on out there. And so many just magnificent shots of that awesome, full, super hunter's moon last night. Cheryl, thank you very much for uploading this beautiful, huge photo of that slice of cheese up in the sky we call the moon. And these two, boy, I got to tell you what, I miss talking to Frankie and Huey right here. They're out for their walk in the gorgeous leaves, checking out just those beautiful colors. This is at Forest River Park out there. Thank you very, very much for uploading, Pam. Miss seeing your puppies. Pedro says hi. Now, this was a view from Montana. This was yesterday. Elevation, about 9,000 feet. Snow, 6 inches and counting, says Scott. Scott, thank you so much for uploading your photos out from the big sky country of Montana. So that's a look at what we have going on right now with regards to our weather here across the valley. If you have content that you'd like to upload, please head over to hutchesweather.com. Go ahead and upload that information there. Helpful weather reports of rainfall today will be beneficial because I want to hear more about some of these heavier pockets making their way through. But until later, I'm meteorologist Hutch Johnson.